You open your wallet, and it's empty again. You look at your bank account, and the number is way lower than you expected. You didn't mean to overspend. It just ... happened. Again, if this sounds familiar, I want you to know something right now. It's not a money problem. It's a brain problem. And today, we're going to explore the hidden psychology of spending and figure out why we all buy things we don't really need. Once you understand the why, you can finally take back control. So, let's start with the big one, the dopamine effect. Every single time you make a purchase, whether it's a tiny coffee or a brand new phone, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. This is your brain's reward chemical. It's the same thing that lights up when you eat your favorite food or get a notification on your phone. It feels good, right? It gives you a little rush, a little hit of pleasure. But here's the catch. That feeling fades. And it fades fast. So what do? You chase the feeling again. You look for the next purchase to get another hit. It's a cycle. You're not actually addicted to the things you're buying. You're addicted to the emotion, the temporary high that comes with the act of buying. The product is just the vehicle. The real destination is that fleeting moment of satisfaction. It's a powerful loop, and it's the reason why retail therapy feels so real. Even when it's making our financial situation worse, understanding this is the first step to breaking free. You have to recognize that what you're truly seeking isn't in the shopping bag. Next, let's talk about the illusion of control. Think about the last time you felt overwhelmed. Maybe work was stressful, life felt chaotic, or the future seemed uncertain. What did you do? For many of us, the answer is we went shopping. Buying things, even small things, gives us a powerful sense of control in a world that often feels uncontrollable. Choosing a product, swiping a card, and bringing something new home feels like an accomplishment. It's a tangible action with a clear result, but it's a disguise. It's emotional comfort pretending to be a purchase. You're not actually gaining control over your life. You're just gaining control over a tiny, insignificant transaction. Real control, the kind that brings lasting peace of mind, doesn't come from spending. It comes from stability. It comes from having a plan, building a safety net, and knowing you're secure no matter what life throws at you. The temporary feeling of power you get from buying something is an illusion. The real power lies in not needing to buy it in the first place. And then there's the giant elephant in the room: social comparison. Open up Instagram, TikTok, or any social media platform, and what do you see? You see everyone looking successful, happy, and rich. You see the curated vacations, the designer clothes, the new cars, the perfect homes. Logically, you might know it's just a highlight reel. But subconsciously, your brain doesn't make that distinction. It just sees a standard. And it starts whispering, "Why don't I have that? I should have that." We start to subconsciously try and match what we see. We spend money we don't have to project an image of success that isn't real. We buy things to keep up with people who are, in all likelihood, also just trying to keep up. But here's a crucial truth to remember. Most people online are showcasing debt, not wealth. That shiny new car. It's probably on a 5-year loan. That luxury vacation? It's probably sitting on a credit card. Comparison is the thief of joy, but it's also the killer of clarity. It fogs up your financial vision and makes you chase someone else's definition of success. Unplug from the comparison game, and you'll find your own path to wealth much faster. Now, let's us pull back the curtain on a trick that marketers have been using for decades. The scarcity trick. Have you ever seen phrases like limited time offer, or only 2 left in stock? Or sale ends tonight? Of course you have. They're everywhere, and they work. These phrases are designed to trigger a specific response in your brain: panic. It creates a sense of urgency, a fear of missing out, or FOMO. Your logical brain gets bypassed, and your emotional, impulsive brain takes over. It screams, "I have to get it now before it's gone forever." This is a manufactured emergency. The goal is to prevent you from thinking. They do want you to pause and ask the most important question: Do I actually need this? Because if you did pause, if you took just 30 seconds to breathe and think, you'd realize that 9 times out of 10, the answer is a clear no. The deal will come around again. A better product will be released. The world will not end if you don't buy that item right this second. So, the next time you feel that sense of urgency, recognize it for what it is: a marketing trick. Pause, walk away, and give yourself time. The urge will pass, and your bank account will thank you. Let's dig even deeper into our own minds and talk about emotional triggers. We're not robots, we're emotional beings, and our emotions are directly linked to our spending habits. Think about it. When you're stressed after a long week, what's a common response? I deserve a treat. When you're bored on a Saturday afternoon, what's an easy fix? Scrolling through Amazon. When you're sad, you might buy something to cheer yourself up. When you're celebrating a promotion, you might buy something to mark the occasion. Stress, boredom, sadness, happiness, all of these emotions can become powerful triggers for spending. Money stops being a tool for building a future and becomes a quick fix for our current mood. It's a band-aid for an emotional wound. But just like a band-aid, it doesn't heal the underlying issue. The key is to replace the habit. The next time you feel that emotional urge to spend, find something else that gives you real, lasting comfort. Go for a walk or a run. Call a friend. Write down your thoughts in a journal. Work on a creative project. Or, even better, take that money you are about to spend and transfer it directly into your savings account. Watch your savings grow. That feeling is 100 times more satisfying than the temporary buzz from a purchase. So, with all this psychology at play, how do we actually fix it? How do we break the cycle? The solution is surprisingly simple, but it requires honesty. It's what I call the awareness fix. I want you to start a spending journal. You can use a notebook or an app on your phone, whatever works for you. Every single time you buy something, unplanned, something that wasn't on your list, something you bought on impulse, I want you to write it down. But don't just write down what you bought. Write down asterisk, why asterisk you bought it. How were you feeling in that moment? Were you bored? Stressed? Were you scrolling on social media and saw something you wanted? Be brutally honest with yourself. At the end of the week, look back at your entries. I promise you, patterns will appear. You'll see that you always overspend on Friday afternoons when you're tired from work, or that you make impulse buys late at night when you're bored. This awareness is your superpower. If you can't fix a problem, you don't understand. Once you see your patterns, you can anticipate them and create a plan to avoid them. Awareness kills impulse. It shines a light on the subconscious habits that have been running the show, and it gives you the power to write a new script. Let's bring this all together. You don't overspend because you're bad with money, or because you're careless, or because you lack willpower. You overspend because you're human. Your brain is wired with these ancient triggers for reward, safety, and social standing. Marketers know this, and they use it against you every single day. But now you know it too. You understand the dopamine chase, the illusion of control, the social media trap, the scarcity trick, and your own emotional triggers. Once you understand the psychology behind your spending, you are no longer a passenger. You can get back in the driver's seat of your own financial life. You can start making conscious choices instead of reacting on impulse, because money doesn't respond to emotion. It doesn't care if you're happy, sad, or stressed. Money responds to a plan. It responds to intention. It responds to awareness. By understanding your own mind, you give your money a purpose beyond just fleeting feelings. You give yourself the power to build real, lasting wealth and security. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you see your spending in a new light, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on mastering your money and your mind. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What's your biggest spending trigger? Let's talk about it. See you in the next video.